This week, our focus is on advocacy and child protection. Advocacy can mean giving information that can help people meet their goals. Advocacy can mean trying to convince people to change or to do something to help others. What do we do when we advocate? We recommend, we argue for, we defend, we request. Child protection is connected to advocacy because all of us are responsible for making sure that the children 18 years old and younger in our community are as safe as possible and have what they need. When we discover that children are not safe or have unmet needs, we can advocate. We can provide information that helps children access the help they need. And we can advocate with others to try to improve the issues harming the children. As teachers, it is important for us to advocate for our students and for the learners who should be coming to school but can't. Students in emergency settings experience additional barriers to accessing education. We need to be aware of these barriers and do what we can to break them. For children and youth under 18 years old, education is a basic human need. Education is also one of the most important ways to gain a better life. It helps us to avoid poverty, and it gives us better physical and emotional health. Research shows that the education of girls specifically is one of the most important things a country can do to create a better economy and to reduce conflict. Education gives families access to food, resources, and information. Education gives children a safe space that can protect them from abuse. It reduces child marriages, child and teen mothers, child death, and child employment. When students are living in an emergency setting, they are less likely to attend school. 1/3 of all humans between 5 and 17 years old live in countries affected by emergencies. Protection risks are things that make certain groups more vulnerable to danger and to harm in emergency settings. Some protection risks include students who are refugees, girls, and students with disabilities. For example, girls and students with disabilities are the least likely to go to school in emergency settings. In fact, girls are 2.5 times more likely to be out of school than boys in settings where there is crisis. Going to school is especially hard for students who are refugees or who are displaced. Refugees are 5 times less likely to attend school than students who are not refugees. In 2020, only 52% of youth who were refugees were in school. It is especially difficult for refugee girls to go to school. Research shows that when a secondary school needs to close in an emergency, when it reopens, only 50% of the refugee girls who were attending will return. What does this information tell us? Obviously, we need to consider gender, abilities, and refugee status to make sure that all children and youth have access to safe schooling during a crisis. We can identify the barriers students face, and then we can advocate to get these barriers removed. We can let others know what our students need to be able to learn and grow in a safe school setting. We might need to communicate with others in our school, in our community, in our country, or maybe around the world to cause a change to happen. To identify barriers that students in our community might be facing, we can ask many questions. Is it safe for all students to travel to and from school? We know it can be especially difficult for girls and students with disabilities to go to school. Does our school have available bathrooms? Do the bathrooms have running water? Are feminine hygiene products available for girls who need them? Is the school accessible for students with mobility challenges, such as using wheelchairs? Are there supports available for eyeglasses, hearing aids, dental services? If uniforms are required, can students afford and get those uniforms if they need them? Are materials like paper and pencils available for students who don't have them? Once we determine what may be prohibiting students from coming to school, we can advocate for them and other students who might also be struggling. One person can make a difference. That advocate can be you.